release. Welcome back to the BeFitNow channel. Robert here, your certified fitness coach. And today we're gonna maximize leg gains using all the amazing features and attachments on the Mr. Monster Smith machine. Let's get you warmed up and let's begin. Before we begin our intense leg training for today, we're gonna look at warming up and cooling down. They're essential parts of the fitness routine and they're critical to maintain muscle health, flexibility, and injury prevention, which is critical for consistency throughout all your workouts. Today's stretches are gonna focus on the leg because we're working the legs. There's different schools of thought when it comes to stretching. Some promote it, some say it's not necessary. I'm of the school that says yes, do it because it enhances recovery and it prevents injury. Let's begin. So starting with our hip flexors, we're gonna pull our knee up into our chest and we're gonna hold the stretches for about 20 seconds on each side. We're gonna feel that through the glutes, the hamstrings. It's really gonna start to loosen everything up so that we go into the workout warm and not cold. Switching sides. All right, and now we're gonna stretch our quads. We're gonna bring our heel back. We're gonna grab the bridge of our foot. We're gonna pull our heel into our glute, and we're gonna keep our knees aligned for the initial part of the stretch. You'll feel it down through the hip flexor into the quad. And partway through the stretch, we're gonna extend the leg back, and we're gonna hyperextend and really gonna feel that stretch through the muscle. And then before we finish, we're gonna return. So those knees are gonna come back into alignment. Maintain that stretch. And then we're gonna switch and do the other side. So as we repeat, we're bringing the knees together. They're in alignment. Heel goes into the glute, feeling the stretch right through the hip flexor into the quad, right down to the knee. And then halfway through, we're gonna extend back and hyperextend that stretch. And then we're gonna pull it back and realign the knees. Heel comes back to the glute. All right, setting up for the warrior pose. We're gonna form a nice 90-degree angle on our leading leg. Our back leg is gonna stabilize us. We're gonna extend our arms up and we're gonna lean back to really feel that stretch through the front of the hip flexor here and into the small of the back. And we're gonna switch sides. Nice long body. Arms are gonna come up. And extend back and look towards the ceiling. And really hyperextend that stretch. And then we're gonna relax. Now we're gonna shake it off. And we're gonna get ready for our first circuit. All right, we're gonna start with free weight squats using the J hooks and the Olympic bar on the Mr. Monster machine, and we have the safeties in place to protect us in case we fail through the movement. Then we're gonna superset that using dumbbells and step back lunges. Let's begin. Setting up. So the bar is gonna sit across the traps on your shoulder. You're gonna hold a tight core, tall, long body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice the stance is slightly wider than shoulder width. 6, 7, and toes are slightly pointed to protect the knees. 9, 10, 11, one more, and 12. Rack it up. We're gonna use a weight that you can do 8 to 12 reps using proper form. Now we're gonna superset the squat using a step back lunge and dumbbells. This will really boost the metabolic effect and maximize your leg gains. So it's quite simple. Holding the dumbbells at waist level, you're gonna step back into a lunge. And you're gonna repeat 8 to 12 sets on each side. Then we're gonna alternate to the other leg, and that's 1 rep. Continue. 2, 3, 4, looking good, nice tall body, looking forward, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, 1 more, and 12. Good, relax. We keep our cardio up, the heart rate stays high, and we burn that fat and we maximize that muscle development. Now, one thing to consider when you're doing that lunge, if you find that you're unstable and you're gonna tip over, widen your stance, widen that gait, so you can go wider to create that stability. And as you get more and more advanced, you can stay narrow. Remember those cues, and we'll start our second set. All right, starting with our second set, you're gonna set up, again, bar sits on the trap and not the back of your neck. Nice strong stance. 1, 2, 3, excellent speed. 4, it's nice and controlled. 5, strong core. 6, squeeze those shoulder blades coming back up. 7, so when you're down in the movement, if you squeeze the blades together, you really stabilize that back muscle. 9, 10, 11, and 1 more. 12, excellent, rack it up. Jumping right away into the step back lunges, stepping back. 1, 2, looking forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, looking good. 11, 1 more, and 12. Excellent set. We're ready for our third set. Setting up, engaging the core, keeping the bar on the traps, heads forward, squatting down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's important to remember is to use your glutes and legs as the brakes, not your knees. You don't want to keep pressure on your knees, but you want to use your glutes and legs. 1 more big one. Excellent. Rack it up. Enjoy it. So, what else? Switching into the step backs. 1, 2, 3, 4, nice form. 5, good flexion and extension, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, you got it. Looking strong. 9, one more big one. And 10. Excellent set. Let's set up for circuit 2. All right, for our second circuit, we're gonna change gears a bit. We're gonna shift into the Smith feature where we're gonna do a static lunge, and then we're gonna follow that up with a goblet squat using the dumbbells. I'm gonna demo it for our athlete, and then our athlete's gonna do the exercises. This is how you do it. Setting up, I'm gonna put the bar again across my traps. I don't want it sitting on my neck or my neck bone. I'm gonna hold a strong core. I'm gonna step back in the static position, and I'm gonna maintain that position through the entire movement. So extension and flexion. I don't wanna lock out my knee. So when I come up, I'm gonna come up as high as I can, but I don't wanna lock out like this. That'll really put pressure on the knee joint and create issues in the long term. So we wanna keep a little flexion always in the knee. We're gonna come down as close to the ground as we can, pushing from our heel. We're gonna go straight up, and we're gonna stop before full extension. We're not gonna lock it out. That's the movement. Then we're gonna transition right away into our goblet squat. It's called a goblet squat because you hold it like a chalice or a goblet. It really engages the core. Traditional squat stance, point your toes, strong core, squatting down as low as you can, back up, nice and controlled, 2 to 3 seconds down, explode up. All right, you ready? Let's do this. Set 1. All right, in the static position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, give me one more, and 10. Good, switching legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good, racking it up. Now, if you noticed, we didn't add any weight to the Smith attachment. This attachment alone weighs 45 pounds. On one leg, as a beginner or intermediate level, that's an excellent amount of weight to start with. Keep that in mind, that when you're adding weight to the Smith feature, your base weight is 45 pounds plus anything plate-wise that you load on top. Strong core, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more big one, and 10. Excellent. By working out the muscles back to back right away, you maximize the development because the muscle still thinks you're lifting a heavier weight. Keep that in mind as you build your circuits and do your movement. All right, going for the burn, holding that nice and strong, nice and tall body. 2, 3, nice control. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more big one, and 10. Oh, I know you're feeling that one. Our third and final set for the second superset circuit. Strong core, 2, 3, nice control. 4,
you did enjoy it, so
5, 6, 7, 8, looking good. 9, you got one more, and 10. Feel the burn. And that's how you be fit now. Setting up for our third set, I wanted to comment on rest phases. When you're doing supersetting, you're gonna hit the exercises back to back with minimal amount of rest between the two movements, but then take at least a minute between the movement and the next set so that you can recover. Recovery is important. All right, let's start the third set. 1, 2, 3, 4, nice control, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Switching legs. 1, good stance, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Excellent, rack it up. Now we're gonna transition back to the goblet squat for our final set. For our third superset, we're switching into the leg press on the Mr. Monster Smith machine. We've installed the quick release leg press feature. Then we're gonna superset that with a single leg deadlift using the landmine feature. Let's begin. Setting up. Toes are slightly pointed. 1, 2, good speed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more, and 10. Good. Rack it up. Excellent. All right, starting our second set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Rack it up. All right, as we set up for our third set, I want you to keep something in mind. When pressing, you want to keep the small of your back against the mat. You don't want your pelvis to arch up. This way we protect the spine and we avoid injury. Let's begin. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Excellent set. All right, for our third superset, we're gonna do leg presses using the quick release leg press attachment on the Mr. Monster Smith machine, followed by calf extensions using the same apparatus. Now, if you don't have your quick release leg press plate, be sure to visit the website, BeFitNow.ca or BeFitNow.us, and pick yours up today. The other thing you might want to grab is your mat. You put a mat into place. This adds comfort and stability to the movement. That way you're not on the hard floor and you can do more reps. As our athlete sets up for the second set, calf extensions, I want to keep one thing in mind. In this position, we're able to work both sets of muscles in the calf. We have a soleus that runs underneath, and the gastrocnemius is which you see here. When you're in a seated position, the gastroc crosses the knee and it doesn't get worked. You're only working the soleus if you're doing a seated calf raise. When you have a fully extended leg, you're working both muscle groups. So keep that in mind. Let's begin. All right, sliding the balls of your feet to the back of the plate, extending. 1, keeping those knees strong. 2, 3, slight flexion and holding it there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, you got it. Looking strong, and 10. Excellent, dropping it to the safeties. Well done. Okay, setting up for our third superset, I want to talk about foot position. Now, we've set up the balls of our feet in the right position. Now, when the foot is neutral, so pretty much in line with your body, you're working both sides of the calves. We talk about inner calf, outer calf. In this position, we're working both sides equally. When we bring our toes in, we're putting the emphasis on the outside of our calves. When we extend our ankles outwards, Now we're targeting the inside of our calves. So keep that in mind when you want to really look at isolating certain areas of the calf and developing the muscles differently. Let's begin. Strong knee, extending those calves into flexion. 3, nice. Extend 4, flex. 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, you got it. 9 and 10, excellent. For our fourth and final circuit, we're gonna do hack squats using the landmine attachment on the Mr. Monster machine. For this, we've set up our free weight bar. Now, if you don't have a free weight bar, be sure to go to the website, BeFitNow.ca or BeFitNow.us, and pick yours up today. With the hack squat as a compound movement at the end of all the circuits, we're gonna force blood into all the muscles that we work into our legs. We're also gonna engage our core and our shoulders because we're stabilizing the bar as we hold it through the movement. This is an amazing way to boost the metabolism at the end, pump that blood into the muscles and get that maximum development you want without having to overexert yourself. Let's begin. Starting with the bar, our athlete's gonna bring his shoulder underneath. He's gonna grab it with both hands. Taking the squat position, toes slightly pointed, and coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4, looking strong. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bringing it down. And now we're gonna rest for about 45 seconds to a minute at the most. All right, as we set up for our second set, we're gonna switch the shoulder position. So that way we're even across both sides of the body. He started on his left shoulder, he's gonna continue on his right. Let's do this. All right, coming under the bar.
No, you do.
All right, nice strong stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right now our athlete's feeling it everywhere. Calves, quads, hamstrings, glutes, core, shoulders. 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Excellent. All right, this is our third and final set on our fourth circuit. I know the athlete's anxious to get it done. Let's begin. Now we're gonna switch back to the left shoulder, assuming a nice stance. 1, strong core. 2, looking good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more big one. 10. Nice going. Now I know you enjoyed maximizing your leg gains using our intense circuit on the Mr. Monster Smith machine. We used all the features and attachments that the machine has to offer to really give you that maximum pump. Be sure to click on the buttons below, like, comment, subscribe, that we stay current and catch our content. See you next time. Stay strong, be fit now.
Yo guys, thank you for watching. We work hard to make the best content we can. Please like and subscribe. Turn the notification bell on for new updates and leave comments with any questions and concerns, or just show your support. Peace.